Hello, I'm Jack Hertvik, President of Hertvik Insurance. And as part of our Hertvik Cares Program, each quarter we choose a new charity to work with and donate money to. The charity this quarter is extremely special to me. It's Greyhound Adoption of Ohio. They work to find homes for greyhounds after they retire from racing. Throughout my life, I have been fortunate enough to adopt 2 dogs from Greyhound Adoption of Ohio. Retired racing greyhounds make great pets. A lot of people assume that they're high energy because they're so fast, but once they're off the track, they really embrace their retirement. They're calm, they're loyal, and they're extremely affectionate. We adopted our current dog Popper in 2019. Popper raced in Florida for 2 years before Greyhound Adoption of Ohio got her. When we went to Greyhound Adoption of Ohio to pick a dog, there was an instant bond between Popper and our kids. We always say that we didn't choose Popper, Popper chose us. From the second she met the kids, she did not want to leave their side. We took her home, and she's been family ever since. We are extremely thankful for the work that Greyhound Adoption of Ohio does. Without them, us and thousands of other families would not be connected with their amazing pets. I recently had the opportunity to visit Greyhound Adoption of Ohio and talk to Linda Perko, the founder. She talked about the amazing work that this organization does.
I'm Linda Perko, and this is Greyhound Adoption of Ohio. We've been doing this since January of 1993. We've placed about 3,600 dogs now, and they've come from all over. In the States, they used to come mostly from Florida, but also other states. Since there's no longer racing in the United States, with the exception of 2 tracks in West Virginia, there are no greyhounds in this country any longer that need homes. So we found out that the greyhounds in Ireland have a very different situation. There are about 6,000 excess greyhounds a year. And they've just recently started trying to place them overseas because there just aren't enough families that want them there. So that's what we do now. We bring them from Ireland, we pick them up at the Pittsburgh airport and bring them home. So the dogs are very busy when they come here from Ireland. They go from the racetrack in Ireland to the Greyhound Care Center once they've retired or deemed to be too slow to race. Then they stay there and get their medical work done. When they're chosen by a group in this country, they take a truck to the shore, then they take a ferry to England, then they take a plane to Heathrow Airport and they stay at a boarding kennel there overnight. Then the next day they get on a plane, come to Pittsburgh in the United States, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we go meet them with our trailer, and they come back here. Well, like most groups like ours, finances are always a big issue. And now, since we started taking the dogs from Ireland, you can imagine that's not an inexpensive venture. The immediate costs for coming from Ireland to Cleveland are about $2,200, and then the myriad of costs besides that, in addition to that. So our biggest need right before each group comes is finances to fund that group, because it's not a payment plan. It's very simple. You just fill out an application. It goes to our representative in Columbus. She will call your vet for a vet reference if you've had any pets. And there are some other references, and ultimately you come up here to visit, see me and see the dogs, and we go from there. Every dog that leaves GAO is spayed or neutered, vaccinated, heartworm tested, their teeth are cleaned, but they don't have rabies in Ireland, but they do give them rabies vaccinations when they're coming here. So everything's been done. With our $1,000 adoption fee, that leaves us about $1,000 to raise for each dog coming. By far the biggest misconception people have about greyhounds is that they need a big space to run, and they need to run all the time. We place lots of greyhounds in apartments and condos. There are certainly some that are very young and active that we take their activity level and their needs into consideration for every adoption. If you'd like to donate or volunteer or just come and see the dogs, you can go to our website at Greyhound Adoption of OH.org. And if you go there, if you'd like to call and make an appointment to come and visit, you're welcome to. To actually sponsor a whole dog and enable us to bring an extra dog from Ireland, the sponsor fee is $1,000. But anything helps.